My name is Kathleen Watkins, and I'm a Canadian. Thank you so much. Well, at least we like to pretend that we are. Now, Canada is an incredible country, and I'm very lucky to live here. Everybody loves us, and our only stereotypes include being nice and polite. That and everyone thinking that we live in igloos and ride our pet mooses to school. You know, come to think about it, the only stereotype that's actually true is the one about us eating maple syrup off snow. It's true, and it's fucking delicious. But enough about our top-notch cuisine. Canada has its dark side. Now, before we elected a Disney prince to run our country, we thought it'd be a good idea to place a man with less charisma than a Canadian goose in charge for nearly a decade. This wet blanket of a human being not only has a more uncomfortable smile than Ted Cruz, but he also completely destroyed Canada's scientific community by fiercely promoting the Keystone XL pipeline and muzzling scientists, making it illegal for them to share their findings. And that's why when I heard about the policies Trump was about to implement, I got a little bit worried. I mean, here's an actual list of all the scientific facts Trump doesn't believe in. Now, I know, I'm not an American. I should mind my own goddamn business and stop worrying so much about the politics of another country. And that raises a great question. Should people from other countries get involved in American politics? Yes. You see, America likes to brag about how big and powerful they are, which is true, which is why we have to get involved. Your decisions affect us in such dramatic ways, yet you don't want us talking about it. But when you vote an actual orange dildo with zero political experience and a limited vocabulary, we have to talk about it. So here we are. Now, I'm a pretty open-minded person. I like to give everybody a chance, and I did, for every Republican running for the candidacy. But goddamn America, what happened to standards? This isn't some meaningless Tinder date you used to get over your ex. I mean, you got a man who's so obviously the Zodiac killer, Marco Rubio, who's so boring I couldn't even come up with a good joke, an idiot savant neurosurgeon, and a reality TV star with a reverse Oedipus complex. It got to a point where I was actually ready to see another Bush in office, which is something I never thought I would say. But once Jeb dropped out, I started to worry that the Republicans might be desperate enough to let Trump win the nomination. And sure enough, they did. But I mean, there's no way he could win the entire election, right? I mean, this guy.
Trump and his businesses have been involved in at least 3,500 lawsuits over 3 decades.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
I know words. I have the best words.
Bad hombres.
I don't know what I said.
Such a nasty woman.
China.
President Donald Trump knows how to make America great.
I mean, there's gotta be something in there that makes you think, maybe this guy isn't such a good idea. Yet for a lot of people, there wasn't. And at first, I found it so hard to understand how anyone could think this guy would be a good idea. But then I thought, you know what? America's been through a lot. They're fed up with their government. They want to change. Maybe, just maybe, this guy
Grab him by the pussy.
could maybe be an okay president.
Extreme vetting.
And we had the most beautiful piece of chocolate cake.
The White House confirmed that the president's daughter, Ivanka Trump, will be serving as an unpaid employee of the federal government.
The U.S. Air Force dropped a 21,000-pound bomb in eastern Afghanistan.
Nobody knew that healthcare could be so complicated.
We've just launched 59 missiles heading to Iraq.
Well, you headed to Syria.
Yes.
What the fuck, Trump?
So here I am in Washington, D.C. at the March for Science, trying to restore my faith in the American people.
I am here to defend science from our current administration.
It's a resistance to not just an attack on science, and it's an attack on democracy.
We wanted to make sure that the world knew that science is important.
We're basically here so that the Endangered Species Act doesn't get defunded.
Well, we're representing science and we're like protesting against.
The short answer is we're teachers. We believe in the future.
How do you guys feel about Donald Trump representing your country?
Well, yeah, so that's...
We don't feel great about it.
Obviously, I did not vote for him.
I didn't vote for him, but he is our president, and you know, I just hope that we can convince him and the rest of his administration and the rest of the government to continue to fund science and you know that climate change is real.
Climate change is real. It is not a coincidence that the hottest years on record have all been in the last 5 years.
He seems to engage in policy from a gut reaction place instead of from a knowledge-based place.
Even never mind what your personal beliefs are, Republican, Democrat, he just doesn't represent the kind of upstanding person with high morals and values that we should have representing our country.
We have turn back the clock several decades, and I hope that 4 years will pass quickly and this will all be a bad dream.
He needs to fund science, for starters, among other things. Stop being a jerk.
Easy there, sir. Let's keep this PG rated. But seriously, everyone here is so calm. How are these people so fucking calm? I was expecting huge debates between people who think science is important and people who think the world is flat. Yet there are none. These people just want change, but no one is letting their emotions get the best of them. These nerds and geeks simply want to gather together to let everyone know that science actually matters.
I think that science is important because it improves our lives on a daily basis.
I think scientific literacy is kind of a problem in our country. We don't really give enough credit to the sciences.
I know personally people that are either doing work or conducting research in many different scientific domains who are concerned that they're just going to have the rug pulled from underneath them.
The Renewable Energy Lab, where they do research, he ought to be pouring money by the truckload into that instead of promising the coal miners, we're going to bring back non-existent jobs for you.
There is opportunity to get more people involved, to create solid jobs, and that is the direction we should be moving in.
I think sometimes people don't really understand all that science entails, and so they rely more on assumptions as opposed to facts.
Even archaeology, I'm an archaeologist, which is kind of esoteric, contributes to improving our lives every day. I study how past humans reacted to climate change, and I hope that'll help us understand how to react to climate change now.
It really is incredible. Scientists are not known for getting that involved in politics. They're usually too busy developing treatments to harmful diseases and discovering different solar systems to get involved with political debates. So if you piss off the scientific community, you know you messed up. And on April 22nd, thousands of scientists came outside for the first time in months just for this march.
As I'm progressing out of college, I know that I need to become more politically aware, and this is definitely a time where I think my voice needs to be heard.
This has brought out things which we knew were there. We knew the country was very polarized.
I'm very disappointed that he's the leader of the free world, and I think we could have done so much better.
A little scary that the underside, the underbelly, people feel free to express that.
I was thinking about it the other day, it kind of scares me that probably... Sorry, I heard something. So I'm probably thinking that like kind of America, looking at America like a joke now, pretty much.
Maybe there are things that were repressed, but now they're feeling more free to show hatred, discrimination, and that's scary.
I think the rest of the world is kind of maybe seeing us as we're kind of declining in our status as one of the world's powers, and I think that we can fix it and that it's not too late for us.
I think there a lot of people still are friendly. We just need to be better.
With President Trump becoming president and still making changes that we don't necessarily like, we're finding our power and our voice again, and I think that's really important for our country.
I love America. I think America's a great country, and we're a little bit too divided, and I hope that we can fix that.
I came into this thinking I'd just be ranting about American politics, but I realized something. America is divided. There is a significant amount of animosity between those who identify themselves as Republican and those who identify themselves as Democrat, but most people just want the best for their country. However, people have developed this paranoia with the media and with science, completely ignoring facts or even listening to the other side. To all the Republicans watching this, I don't think you're bad people. I think that the person representing your party right now is. He has been lying to you, manipulating you, and using you to place himself into a position of power that he never even really wanted. This asshole simply wanted to prove that he could win. Next time you want to defend him, try looking at the other side. Try understanding why someone with more knowledge than you might have in this specific area would disagree with his choices. Because America, I have not given up on you. But you have got to get your shit together.